Oh, speaking of ugly. Oh. So I am very upset at Mr. Funky Daniva's funky attitude. Okay. When I'm talking about self-sabotage, when I tell you he's along the lines of what Kaya used to do, because Kaya used to be a bad self-sabotager. Oh my God. This is the if you wanted to put self-sabotage like a face in a dictionary, it would be him. It would be him. Because I'm like, why you ain't apologized to Blue yet? Blue pretty. You're not. Blue is gorgeous. I ain't never thought Blue was ugly. I don't even know where people got that from. Like, I always thought Blue was a beautiful little baby. She looked like her daddy, but just a cute version of her daddy. Now she looks like Beyonce. What they say, clock that? Fish? Yeah, I'm using their language. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of self-sabotage, I love when, people get when God makes their enemy their footstool. Because, Funky, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to share something with y'all that I've never shared amongst the public. I know he sit up there, he talks a good game. And he's always talking about how degreed he is and how this he is and how that he is. But when I tell you this is the most insecure, emotionally unstable man I have ever met in my life. And being around him is like walking on glass. I don't know if you've ever been around a person like that their emotions are so much on their sleeve that when you're in their presence, you have to be careful that what you say, how you say it, how you look, because they're just so disturbed that their own energy, that anybody else's energy on top of their energy sends them into overdrive. And that's why they would threaten to slap women for pointing out the obvious of dirty baseboards when you post a picture of your pants around your nasty, skinny, burnt ankles with shit streaks on the wall and you want to say that's shiplap. And shiplap is high gloss, and all you got to do is take a Clorox wipe. Sir, all you got to do is take a Clorox wipe in your bathroom, or, Mr. Rich, a maid, and you ensure that your housekeeper goes across that shiplap, in between the cracks of that shiplap, and on the corners and the edges of the baseboards. Because as women, those are the things that we look at, especially when you're trying to be one. You can't be one and half step. You got to be. Now, I told Sabotage that show. Thought he was the show. Told me personally that he was Foxo. Am I lying, Jasmine? She can't say the mic, but she's over there. Told me personally. He sabotaged the show for a mere $200. Foxo is not here because he wanted $200 extra. In addition to his YouTube check. So this man was getting paid close to what? $200,000 a year? Easy? Going live 5 days a week? Plus, he should be making minimum $200,000. That's $400,000 a year for a black gay man. That's ugly. That's ugly. That's allowed to do coke whenever he wants to do it. That's allowed to go down to the bar every day and show up on air with boogers in his nose all day. And this is what y'all get. And he wanted an extra $200 and sabotaged that show. Sabotage. And I told y'all. Got mad at me. Because I interviewed one of my close friends, Flame Monroe, whom he came for. And thought that I should show loyalty to him. But I'm like, Funky, where do I owe you loyalty? Nobody, you don't even have a man in there that gives you loyalty. But he has one now. And so now that he's inspired and he's able to love himself because somebody is loving on him because he never had the type of energy to love on himself, now he's having an epiphany and realized that YouTube ain't paying the way that they used to pay. And here's what he's saying now. Go, Jasmine. Listen to him
right now, and I'm just telling the 100% truth. I want to get the band back together. Okay? The band. I want to get me, Claudia Jordan, and Al Reynolds back together. I feel like a failure in the sense that I watched too many episodes of Unsung and saw how ego caused groups that could have gone far to fall apart. And I always vowed to myself that would never be me. And I fucked around and I allowed it to be me. Outside of what some of our personal issues were, I think that ego was the driving force in TGIF collapsing.
I agree with that because that was easy.
Pause it. Shout out to AT2 for that clip. Ego, I'm so glad. I don't know what woke him up. He said he got some new dick that woke him up. He said it's loving on him. That new dick probably needs more money. Got with Funky Diva because he thought Funky Diva was a lot famous than he thought he was, and that money is. You've had 14 years, Funky. 14 years. What's going on, Jasmine? Everything okay? Huh? Been dropping the live again. We're gonna keep going. Sorry, guys, if you're in here, just refresh the screen. There's nothing I can do when we got people flagging the live, okay? It's out of my hands, all right? And so here's the thing. When it comes to Funky, like, I just don't know, like, what this newfound, I don't know, epiphany is. Like, they were getting, did you know that Fox Soul was getting ready to syndicate Claudia, Al, and Funky to television? And so when they went to film and they were in studio together, they were giving them, like, it was kind of like their pilot episode to see how they meshed well, they filmed well, you know what I'm saying? And this is around the time when Funky was saying that he was the show and, you know, I carry that show and nobody will watch it without me. And, you know, he was trying to prove his, I don't know, like his value instead of just renegotiating whenever they moved you to television. You couldn't wait because they were slated. Like Claudia, I got to give Claudia credit. Claudia worked her ass off to get the show to where it was. He couldn't have done it. He couldn't have gotten through those doors. Claudia did. That's what her light-skinnedness was for. Not you, unless you was willing to bend over. But from the looks of things, they said nobody wants to bend him over. Claudia been in this industry for years. Let her work. Let her scratch her cat so y'all can eat. My God. My God. And so for him to say, oh, I've watched too many episodes of Unsung, and you get on your live and call black women like Michelle A.T. Elliott non-degreed, and it takes you watching a television show to get an epiphany on when you've made a dumb emotional decision. You're making almost $500,000 a year between YouTube and Fox Soul under their DEI program. Whole Fox Soul is DEI. And now you want to bring the bandwagon back together after you sabotaged it. Y'all would still be here if you didn't get greedy and needed more money for your dealer. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be. If I was Claudia, I would sue him. I would sue him. Talking about, oh, the groups and the ego. You are the Latasha Scott. You are the Latasha Scott of the group. You done been accused of stealing from your friends. Michelle A.T. Allen that helped you, put you on, got your channel monetized. I done helped you to get your channel remonetized. You done stepped on every black woman's back that you could to get there. Thought you was the one singing and was the lead singer of the group, done ran, doing all them runs like Latasha Scott, and then ran your ass out the group. Now you want to come back because you done got some good dick that just need a little bit more money because he thought you was worth just a little bit more money. Man, go to therapy. Take your ass to therapy. You are too old to be out here acting like this. If Fox Soul built it, I can do it on my own. No, you can't because you're 14 years too late and I heard you got a problem. I heard you got a problem. You got a Diddy problem. Man, bye. He want to bring the bag and back together. No. It should be Claudia. It should be Armand Ski Wiggins and Al Reynolds. You're done, sir. That ship has sailed. Don't have how many talk shows this man done had and all of them failed? He got fired from every last one of them? Come on now. You've been doing this 14 years. Everybody that's helped you, you done did them wrong. That's why can't nobody help you today. And you done let Carlos King, shout out to Carlos King. Shout out to Carlos King. That's your friend. Steal your show, dumbass. I'm looking at Carlos King every Monday night, going up over there. He got Claudia. He got another gay guy. He got T-Gift up and running, and he bringing his TV colleagues to the show while you sitting in the back with a green screen. Nose all in the camera. We see all the particles in your nose. And now you want to bring it back because you see Carlos taking Claudia the height she ain't never been before, and she ain't have to open her legs for and stuff like that. Claudia been doing this a long time. And Claudia, here's the thing. To your cease and desist that you sent me about what that young boy said about fixing your credit and your bank statements, ma'am, I wasn't there. You need to redirect that cease and desist to David Cunningham. He is the one. He is the scammer guy who y'all claim is a scammer. He know y'all. He got pictures with y'all, and he claims that he helped you to get into an apartment while you was on Real Housewives of Atlanta because you didn't have the income to qualify for that apartment. So why are you sending me to cease and desist? What am I going to answer to in court? What am I going to do? My lawyers right now outlaw your one lawyer. I got 3 firms. They represent the the Washington Post, New York Times, New York Post. What else? What are we doing, Claudia? What are we doing? You need to redirect that cease and desist to David Cunningham, who said that he made you fake bank statements so you can get in an apartment. Who ain't never did that before? And why is you trying to sue? Who ain't never lied on a job application? Who ain't never lied on their statement of income to get in everywhere? So why are you upset? Girl, go scratch that cat.